Hello, this is the Goddess of Everything bringing you Everything Goddess, and today we're going to do a book review on one of my very favourite books, and a book that I actually couldn't be without now, and I've had it for quite a few years. So I'd probably say I bought this book maybe about 6 years ago. I don't know how old it is. It came out in 2019 and it's now 2024, so tell a lie, it will have been when it came out, so it'd be like 5 years ago. And I felt like it was 5 or 6 years. See, time just goes so fast, doesn't it? So this book in particular is one of my favourite books of all time. It's written by a really awesome author called Kyle Gray. Now, if you don't know Kyle Gray or who he is, he's an amazing angel medium. He connects into the angelic realms and he really helps people. And so this book that I've got that Kyle Gray wrote, and I've got quite a few of Kyle Gray's, but this one's really helped me over the time learn more about angel numbers in particular. So this book is titled Angel Numbers, and as you can see, it's been very well used, and it does get well used because I like to use it in many different ways. I'm going to tell you how I use it in a little while. But what I started to notice, and well, gosh, when did I start to notice the numbers? Probably will have been back in sort of 2011. Yeah, 2011. I was and I was getting a lot of synchronicities and signs. So like I remember I went through a really awful breakup, and I remember I was back at my mum's at the time, and I remember going through a really hard time, and like money wise, and just not knowing what was going to happen next, if I was going to be able to get somewhere to live, and just everything felt like it was coming in and on top of me. And I remember I started to see the repeating numbers then, like the 1111, and just like 222, 333, 444, and I'd be like, what is this? Am I going mad? Because I've been through such a really difficult, challenging time that I told myself, like, it must just be me, like maybe like all of this stress is getting to me. And I actually at that time I'd been saying, like, give me a sign. Didn't realise the universe was actually trying to communicate with me, because that's what these numbers are. So this is how it's benefited me, being connected and understanding the significance of numbers. And so what I realised is that it became like almost like a language of them being able to say, you're going to be all right, everything's going to be fine. And I remember getting in the car even when it was locked down and having to go and get shopping. And because I've got asthma, I would sometimes like get a bit nervous, and every time I got in the car, like I'd have 111 on my dashboard, or I'd see like 1111 on the clock, or like I'd start to see repeating numbers, and I'd be like, oh, that's okay, that's all right. So yeah, it's been a very reassuring thing in my life to be able to connect with the energies of numbers. And often people, when they come to see me, because obviously I work as a spiritual coach and I do lots of support for people emotionally, spiritually, and they'll often say to me, especially when they're going through like a really big change in their lives, they'll say things like, oh, I keep seeing these repeating numbers, but I don't know why. And I'm like, oh, it's the universe telling you, they're getting you ready, they're trying to communicate with you. So it is a language as such, and numbers, you know, it's such a powerful language if you think about it. The energetics of the numbers in themselves, if you like to learn about the energetics of things, and that's what I'm here for. I love everything energetics. This book is phenomenal because it actually tells you, not only it gives you all the numbers up till, you know, 999, I think that's it, 999 at the back, yeah. You get all those different interpretations of what each number means, but you also get the breakdown of like seeing the mirror numbers, which is the times on the clock maybe that you see in 1313, 1414. I always know when something's coming because I'll start seeing things all the time, like these numbers repeating. It's telling me I'm on track for something, I'm in alignment for something. But one of the things I have learned is if you see like 1615 or 1617, like you're just missing something. It's time to reflect for a minute, because you just maybe just slightly out of alignment with something. Also, my friends keep talking to me about these palindrome numbers, and everyone seems to be seeing them at the moment, which is really exciting. So that's where you see the numbers like 13, 31, like things backwards and forwards. So it's almost like the reflection, learning about, I feel this is my interpretation, is learning about the reflection and, the impact, the mirror self, the shadow self as well. That's just my interpretation. It could be any interpretation. And this is the thing, it's like you build up your own language with the universe, don't you? And that's how it should be. That's how I feel. Like I teach this in the Psychic Network. I say to people, it's important for you to start to build up your own language with the universe. And I feel like this book really helped me with that, because I understood some basics of numerology. I'm actually hoping to bring on a really great numerologist on here, one of my amazing associates, somebody who I really feel is a powerful goddess and very much in integrity, and that's important to me on this podcast. So people that only come on here will be people that I truly, truly like and recommend to other people, because I want to keep that integrity of the product of the podcast, which is something that's important in my business anyway. So I'm hoping to bring a numerologist on here. But speaking about this book and going back to this book, I would say it's benefited me in lots of ways, because what it does is, and the reason why it was so well used, sometimes in the morning I'll just sit and, like, say if I'm doing my morning rituals, I'll just be like, what's the message for today, universe? And then like I'll find a message in there that's like, it's just, my eyes will just cast to the number that I need, and that's the message that's needed. So it gives you a lot of peace, and you can write them in your journal every day. But I love the fact that you can just sort of flick through, and it's very easy to read. There's all the different key codes for the angel numbers, like zeros, new beginnings, doors opening. 1 is all about the higher self, universal connection. And so it's got all these different understandings of the numbers. And like some people will say, like, on the 11:11, make a wish. But for me, 11:11 is like the 4 of Wands, and it's like a line, something's coming that's for your highest good, something that you've been wanting to manifest. So like the 4 of Wands to me is the 11:11 card as well, and it just means like a celebration to me. It means that get excited because something really good's on its way. And the faster you can get excited, your frequency raises, and the faster it's going to be on its way to you. Instead of sitting there going, what is it? What could it be? Just be like, oh my God, how could this day get any better? And it'll show you how it can get better, So once we start questioning and saying this, how does it get better? How does this get even better? And you'll see more evidence for that in your life. So like I said, Kyle Gray, he's a great author, and he's got so many books on angels, archangels. He's so keyed into all that energy, and I just feel like this book has got so many good features because it's easy to use. It's probably a must-have for anybody who's spiritual, because it's just a good reference guide. It's a good index book, so anyone would benefit. I would say the best thing that I love about it is the fact that it's just so easy to use and easy to read. So I would say that this is like a must-have in any spiritual person's library. And so if you do get a chance to go and get it, do get it. It's not one that you should borrow, because you'll come back to it time and time again. You'll need it in your library. And to be honest, I wouldn't buy it on a Kindle. That's just the downside, because I love the fact that you can flip the pages. Sometimes there's nothing like a good old book that you can tangibly touch and have in your life. And sometimes when I'm on with a client, I'll just go, I'm just going to open my angel book. I don't know why. I'll just feel intuitively like, and and it's important. So we just got 299. We've got a little message and it says, the divine truth within you is powerful and here to light up the world. Well, let's hope this podcast does. And that's what I want you to do. I want you to all share this with people so that they can start to feel like they're getting to learn more about spirituality and everything, because we're all here to light up the world. We're all here to help each other. And so if you feel like this has been an amazing podcast for you, then share it. Please leave comments. And if you'd like me to speak on a particular thing, or you'd like me to do a review on something, or you'd like to send me something to review, I'm more than happy to do that. Just send us a message and I'll get back to you. So I'll catch you all soon. Come back and visit us soon.